We come to you from downtown Los Angeles. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness here in L.A.
From the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood, the Staples Center is rocking tonight.
Showtime always in this building, and we are ready to go. The opening tip corralled by the Lakers, and we're underway in downtown Los Angeles. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Leonard. Tough shot. He hits.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
It's James controlling the offense. Clippers have got it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
George missed it. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Leonard. For three. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Kyle Kuzma. Great defense there, forcing the pickup to James. Has a chance. Shot by Kuzma, no good. Paul George. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
Leonard. LeBron James with the block. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that end.
Nice pass to set things up.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Second and 3 is good. 3 for 3. Nice. To Kyle Kuzma. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Beverly. Leonard.
To number 0, Kyle Kuzma.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. First one, count it. Knocks down the second free throw. And he hits all 3 free throws. Across the timeline comes James. His team down 9. No, I missed a short one there. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play. The lead grows to 12. LBJ with it. McGee powers it through. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Goes to the right side. Beverly, his first effort, off the mark. To Davis, driving right to the basket. Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
George. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Gets to the basket and scores.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Beverly into the front court. Up by 6. The pass taken away by the Lakers. JaVale McGee. Beyond the arc for 3. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Caldwell Pope to James. And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. Leonard. To the outside, to Leonard. George to the basket, but it won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
And too much contact.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Caldwell Pope, the drive, right to the basket. Clippers have it. And look out.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Paul George. Fires the 3, and Paul George good on the quick release there.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Anthony Davis, 3 for 4. Good start.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
It's a big finish.
The assist from number
First quarter in the books, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. George, he engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
LeBron James pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Lakers ball. Danny Green to Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots. To Paul George. Baseline drive. Swings it to George. From long range. And Paul George. Not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Leonard. Slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
the assist from number 23, LeBron
to Paul George. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Kyle Kuzma. James to Kyle Kuzma. James. Clippers have got it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard can't go down. Smothering defense. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. LeBron with it up top. Trailing by 14. Anthony Davis against George. Not that time.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Williams. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
James to Cousins. Throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Leonard. Fires the three. Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for three.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Williams to Leonard. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
DeMarcus Cousins. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
First one goes down. It's a second. One more coming. Knocks down all three at the line.
Into the game for L.A.
LeBron into the front court. Down a bundle. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Caldwell Pope. And the Clippers have the rebound. Beverly. To Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Caldwell Pope to Cousins. Kawhi Leonard tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. George to Beverly. George. Textbook defense. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Paul George the basket inside.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Kuzma against Paul George. To Davis. Paul George, now 4 for 9.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
George, they'll get it down to Leonard. Can't connect from inside. Leonard. Oh, nice find for the basket.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
LeBron into the front court. His guys down big. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
To Leonard. George, it's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Davis and the rebound taken down by the Clippers. To George. Finish that.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not as...
Knocked it away!
Oh! Some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Time to shuffle things up. George. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Kuzma, great dish to set it up. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Paul George. Gets it in the left corner. Cruises inside for 2.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Leonard. George to Williams. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Williams. Screen coming. Williams. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. To Williams. Has a look. Whoa, Williams! Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. LBJ has it. To Cousins. Here comes the screen. Pass to Cousins, down low. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Paul George. DeMarcus Cousins rejects it. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Leonard to Williams. Lets it fly from long range, not getting the bounce. Paul George sends it away. Third quarter comes to an end. It's been all Clippers so far. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter, and not a whole lot you could do in this situation other than give it your best shot.
And players don't like to hear this, Ed, but the reality of the matter is this is a character-building opportunity. Yes, you may lose this game, but that does not mean that you do not fight each and every possession.
Almost unlucky bounce. JaVale McGee to James. Deep left corner. Kyle Kuzma buries the wide-open three. That's too easy.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
And that's rebounded by the Lakers. James into the front court. He'll run the offense. Kuzma in a matchup with Harkless. James to Caldwell Pope. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And the game flow in the second half is completely different than the first. That first half equals out of sight, out of mind. Way to recalibrate in the locker room and find your rhythm back on the court.
To Williams. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
LeBron James, he's now 5 for 6.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Nice pass to get things going.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes.
Subbing in.
Leonard. Man, that was a tough shot.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
James to Caldwell Pope. Goes to the left side. Davis to the basket, but his shot no good. Paul George. And he finishes at the rim.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Leonard with the flush, taking on all comers.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Won't go down. Across the timeline comes James. Looking to make something happen to Davis. Shot from the lane won't go. To Leonard. Oh, big finish at the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Down the lane to lay it in.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Rises for the slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Leonard. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Caldwell-Pope to Davis. Oh, emphatic slam.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Leonard to Beverly. The pass taken away by the Lakers. James to Davis. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Leonard to George. Strong finish for Paul George.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. They work it down to Cousins. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Williams across the timeline. Lead is 12. From the painted area, won't go down. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Anthony Davis at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Anthony Davis. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. Los Angeles.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Backcourt violation is called. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.